Good evening guys and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about something that I've had for about 5-6 months, basically over the summer. I bought it in the beginning of summer and then I used it for about 5-6 months to where I can really give you guys an in-depth review of what I think about this. What I'm talking about is my dream fishing setup. Now, I do have another dream fishing setup which consists of a van style, but that's also $900 and this is something that I can afford now. And for the money, I think you guys are going to really like it. So, starting off with the full setup, we have a St. Croix Triumph rod and then the Shimano Stratic 3000 XG. This reel is amazing, and this is really one of what I want to focus on in this review, but we're going to go with the rod real quickly. So, as I was talking about, this is the St. Croix Triumph inshore 7'6" medium fast action rod. Really light rod, cork handle, fiberglass, all the good stuff that you want. I've transported it from here to South Dakota, fished for trout, snook, tarpon, all that kind of stuff, and it just is amazing. It's perfect, really sensitive up at the tip of it, but then you still have that backbone to get into those really gnarly backwater fights. So if you want to pick one of these up, if you want to see a little bit more in depth of this, then just let me know in the comments below and we can work some of that out. Kind of something more important though, in my opinion, is this reel. This is the Shimano Stratic 3000 XG. I got it in the 3000 size just because I want something light enough to where I can, just do smaller bass, tarpon, and then also I can get up into the more 35-40 inch snook. This 3000 size reel, kind of the most simple specs. We're looking at a 6.4 gear ratio, so every turn of the handle, you'll be bringing in 37 inches of line. Now, that is a really fast gear ratio, and I'm really thankful for it because when you are catching those big snook and those big tarpon, you want to be able to reel in and catch up to those fish very quickly. That does end up coming back to bite you if you do end up buying a slow gear ratio, but it's not too bad as long as you can reel in really quickly. On this spool, I have 15-pound braid, and I put 150 yards perfectly, and it fits perfectly right on this spool. There's really no room for extra line. So 150 pounds of braid, and then also I do have 10 yards of fluorocarbon backing on this. So coming into the inside of this, you have I want to say either 10 or 12 ball bearing system in here, but anyways, it is very, very smooth, and it goes on forever. It's really smooth, really quiet. It's ambidextrous. You can go from the left side or the right side. I prefer to reel with my left side, so that's why it's set up like that. In terms of the durability, I have used this for, again, the 6 months. I've fished in mostly South Dakota with it, but I did a lot of Florida fishing as well, and it has held up perfectly. I've dropped this on rocks. I've dropped it off of boats. I've dropped it off of kayaks. I've dumped it in water. I've done a lot of things to this reel, and it is still really, really good. It's still with me today. I am suspected to use this for probably the near future, as in 3, 4, 5, even 6 years of use. I know buddies who have bought these Stratics and they still have them, and they bought them 5-6 years ago. So these are amazing. For the price of around $200, $250, $300, depending on the size, and they do have smaller submodels where you can get higher gear ratios, lower gear ratios, better ball bearings, weather sealed, stuff like that. They do have different, specs of them, but for the base, it's around $250. For the rod, you're also looking around $200. So we're probably going to be in that $400 to $600 range. And for the price, this is going to be the best setup that you can buy. That's just a quick review. If you want to see a little bit more in depth, get more into the specs of them, and then also some fishing, let me know in the comments. We'll try to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do want to check out any of this, the line, the spool, not the spool, the reel, or the rod, that'll be linked in the description below. But I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, peace. God bless y'all, and mucho besos.